3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
There is no other institution that has the ability, uniquely,
without a heritage, every generation starts over.
Ask not
to remind the current regime
what your country...
We, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do.
to get back in their box and stay there.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
From the Heritage Foundation, this is Heritage Explains.
Christmas week has arrived, and from all your friends here at the Heritage Foundation, we wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a prosperous New Year. It's been a momentous year for our country. There is much to look back on and much to look forward to. So we thought that for this special Christmas edition of Heritage Explains, we would take a step back from our regular programming and bring you a classic of the Christmas season. A Visit from St. Nicholas was composed by New York writer and businessman Clement Clark Moore in 1823. Now over 200 years old, it remains one of the most well-known and iconic American poems ever composed. It established many key characteristics of Santa Claus as we know him today. Prior to Moore's poem, St. Nicholas, or in Dutch, Sinterklaas, enjoyed his jolly, gift-giving reputation primarily among Dutch immigrants. Moore embellished the historical bishop with a sleigh, reindeer, white beard, chimney-diving ability, and the Santa-esque physique we all know and love. So, if you have your stocking cap handy at home, put it on. From your friends at the Heritage Foundation, I bring you A Visit from St. Nicholas.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he wished and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all!
As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight,
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night! Ho, 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 ho!
This Christmas special was brought to you by the talents of Christian Lasval as the narrator, Brian Gottstein as St. Nicholas, and John Popp as our always jolly editor and sound designer. And thanks, as always, to you for listening to Heritage Explains. You can reach out to us with any thoughts, questions, or suggestions at heritageexplains@heritage.org. Have a great holiday season and a happy new year. We'll plan to return to you with more episodes of Heritage Explains on January 8th. Take care. We'll see you then.
Heritage Explains is written and produced by Mark Gagne, Lauren Evans, and John Popp.